Guazhou has been defeated, erased from heaven and earth. Guazhou, in Arena of the Gods, was defeated by Aozhou, and its fortune has run out. All its land and resources now belong to Aozhou. Effective immediately.
Help me.
For the next arena match, Yingzhou will challenge Huazhou.
In the year 2050, Arena of the Gods descended upon the world. Participants from every region must go to Arena of the Gods to summon their own mythological deities for battle. The winner can strip the loser's national fortune, land, resources, population, and even everything they own. As for the loser, they will be erased.
Because Huazhou has suffered consecutive defeats in the arena, its fortune is already insufficient. For this battle, I ask all participants to follow me into Pantheon, connect with the phantoms of the gods, and summon them.
I've actually traveled to the future in 2150. And the world even has this strange kind of arena.
This is Pantheon of Steles. Every stele corresponds to a god from history. Now, please follow the clues to identify the figures in the steles. As long as you name them correctly, you can summon the deity. So far, not a single person has succeeded, and time is running out. You all are the last hope for Huazhou.
How is this difficult? In our 5,000 years of culture, myths, legends, and tales of the supernatural are countless. There are so many gods of war. If we just find Great Sage equal to Heaven, Erlang Shen, and Tathagata, wouldn't that be enough? Is there even a need to compete?
Zhou Xuan, have you lost your mind? What are these Great Sage equal to Heaven and Erlang Shen you're talking about? I've never even heard of them. Stop talking nonsense if you don't know anything.
That's right. I've never heard of them either.
What? You don't even know Great Sage equal to Heaven? Are people in the future this ignorant? Isn't this common knowledge known to everyone, even to a 3-year-old?
Known to everyone? Zhou Xuan, have you gone crazy from reading too many web novels? You're taking made-up things from stories as truth, aren't you? Everyone knows that the legends of Huazhou's gods were lost in history long ago. Do you really know anything? Huh? You idiot!
You're the ignorant one, and yet you call me an idiot?
That's right. The culture of Huazhou has a historical gap, making it impossible to summon our gods, which is why we are being bullied like this.
So, the future history of Huazhou has a gap. Then, as a college student from 2025, wouldn't I be an expert in historical records?
Everyone, please start the summoning as soon as possible. Remember, the more you know about the life and deeds of that deity, the stronger the power they can exert.
This clue, Marshal Tianpeng, must refer to a very powerful immortal, right? Unfortunately, we don't know his true name.
Isn't this second senior brother?
You know him?
I don't just know him. All the steles in this entire pantheon. I know every single one of them.
What?
What?
Every single stone tablet in the pantheon. I recognize them all.
Zhou Xuan, have you been scared out of your mind by the people of Yingzhou? Do you have any idea how much effort from the predecessors of Huazhou has gone into this entire pantheon? Who do you think you are to say you can recognize every single one?
Just because you can't do it, doesn't mean others can't.
If you're so capable, why don't you summon a god to show us something new?
Fine. I'll summon one for you right now.
Zhou Xuan, don't do anything reckless. Don't you know, if the summoning fails, you'll be hit by a divine backlash, leaving you bedridden at best, and at worst, you'll lose your life.
Don't worry. I know exactly what I'm doing.
Zhou Xuan, tell me the true name of this deity, and I'll do it.
Luo Qing, do you really believe Zhou Xuan knows this god? Do you want to go to your end for him?
Luo Qing, you are the most talented recruit in Huazhou. Don't do something foolish.
I believe in him. Zhou Xuan, you won't let me down. Will you?
All right. Repeat after me. 3 dreams of celestial mystery understood.
3 dreams of celestial mystery understood.
Clouds over 5 lakes as the ape returns to... As your juniors from Huazhou.
We humbly invite
000.
Marshal of the 100. Tianpeng Zhu Bajie to descend.
What a show. Do you really think reciting a few lines of nonsense poetry will catch the eye of a god?
The god has answered the call. A god has finally answered Huazhu's call.
How is this possible?
Which junior has disturbed my peaceful slumber?
I am your junior, Zhou Xuan. Now that Arena of the Gods has appeared, we are at a critical moment for our survival. Therefore, I have the courage to ask Marshall to descend and save the day.
We ask Senior to save the day.
Not a problem. How dare those foreign pretenders call themselves gods and even dare to bully Huazhou? Watch my rake as I poke some holes in them.
The match between Huazhou and Yingzhou is about to begin. Would both sides please enter the arena immediately?
You cowardly people of Huazhou. If you are scared, then just admit defeat now. Stop wasting my time.
Luo Qing, in all this time in Huazhou, you are the only contestant to ever summon a god. The future of Huazhou is in your hands.
I will not fail the billions of people in Huazhou.
Don't worry. As long as Old Pig is here, I will ensure the young girl stays safe.
People of Huazhou, have you finally decided to crawl out of your little rat holes?
You vicious and wicked pirates of Yingzhou. Today I shall punish you on behalf of Huazhou and take back some interest for everything. You plundered from Huazhou.
Do you really think you can win with Huazhou? And its history so meager that it's laughable? Look at what you've summoned. It is a pig. Ha ha ha. I'll be merciful and let you see what a true god looks like. Come forth, Lord Tengu.
Yingzhou's great Tengu? In his previous 10 matches representing Yingzhou, he had 8 wins and 2 losses. His strength is formidable. I just don't know if Marshal Tianpeng can match him.
Don't worry, a mere wild dog could never defeat Zhu Bajie.
You, Huazhou person, along with your ridiculous deity, meet your end together.
What is going on? Why is Zhu Bajie unable to block a mere attack from Tengu?
This is bad. Luo Qing knows nothing of Marshal Tianpeng's legendary deeds, which means his actual power is barely a fraction of its true self.
Senior, I am so sorry. It is my fault for dragging you down.
Sigh. It is not your fault, the lass. It's just that Old Pig didn't eat enough before coming down. If I had known, I would have gone to the old Jade Emperor's, the Peach Garden, to have a full meal before descending. Now I'm going to embarrass my master and senior brother.
Ha ha ha. People of Huazhou, prepare to face another defeat. Lord Tengu, do it. This is the price for resisting our great Yingzhou. That's strange. Why hasn't the Heavenly Way announced the result yet?
Of course, it's because you haven't won at all.
What?
Altar Cleanser holds a prestigious name, once leading tens of thousands of troops in the Heavenly River. Following 8 precepts on the path to immortality, the 9-toothed rake battles the wicked.
Good lad. I didn't think anyone still remembered Old Pig's legend.
I ask Altar Cleanser to strike down the demon. Please, Altar Cleanser, help us defeat the demon.
A mere rogue god like Dongyi. Watch as I easily suppress him.
You're just putting on a show. Do you think because you luckily dodged Lord Tengu's strike, that you actually have a chance? The trashy gods of your Huazhou can never defeat Lord Tengu. You're finished!
With such little skill, you dare to command lightning and thunder?
How is this possible? How could the barren history of Huazhou ever give birth to such a powerful god?
Feel the power of my rake.
Ah!
No, Lord Tengu.
Zhu Bajie. No. I can't believe Altar Cleanser is this powerful.
This is a god of our Huazhou. This is exactly what a god of Huazhou should be like.
Oh, don't be like that. If just one second senior brother gets you this excited, once you see the truly important figures, I'm afraid you'll faint right there.
In this match, Huazhou is the winner.
Great, we won. We of Huazhou finally won.
Ancestors, can you see this from heaven? Huazhou has finally won a round in the arena of the gods.
Hold on. Huazhou people cheated, so Huazhou people should be declared the loser of this round.
Yingzhou people, what do you mean by that? Your god, Great Tengu, was clearly defeated fair and square. The heavens are our witness. Are you trying to deny it?
Tengu did lose, but Huazhou people used outside interference to forcefully increase the god's power. This was also witnessed by the heavens, was it not?
You!
Is even reciting a poem on the sidelines forbidden?
Yingzhou people has a point. For this match, because Huazhou people cheated, Yingzhou people is the winner, and the losing god is barred from fighting again.
What? That's not fair.
You're cheating. You Yingzhou people are just playing dirty.
All is fair in war. Huazhou people, instead of bickering over this, you should consider who you will send for the next match, since Altar Cleanser can no longer participate.
The next match is about to begin. Will the contestants for both sides please enter? The next match is about to begin. Contestants from both sides, please enter the arena.
Sigh. Although I still want to help you, because of the rules of the Heavenly Tao, I can no longer take action.
Senior has done his best. Thank you for your hard work.
Well, I wish you all good luck.
What a shame. Your Huazhou finally managed to summon a powerful deity, only for him to leave you like this.
You despicable Yingzhou people. You're no match for us head-on, yet you use these dirty tricks.
You only have your Huazhou's lack of depth to blame. With no one left to fight, you Huazhou people, prepare to face despair. Zero, it's your turn to step up.
Yes, brother. Come forth, the great god who rules the moon and the underworld, Lord Tsukuyomi no Mikoto.
This is one of the three great gods of Yingzhou, Tsukuyomi no Mikoto. In the previous arena of the gods, this deity has never lost a single battle.
Huazhou people, send out your contestant. To fall under the glory of Lord Tsukuyomi is your honor.
Commander, aside from Luo Qing, none of us have summoned a deity.
What? Huazhou people, can you not even send out a single contestant?
You've gone too far. Commander, I'll go.
Don't be foolish. You can no longer summon Zhu Bajie, so going up there will only end in disaster.
Huazhou people, please send a contestant to the stage immediately, or it will be considered a forfeit.
Lord Messenger, Huazhou has no one left to use, so don't waste any more time.
Who says my Huazhou has no one?
Humph. Who are you?
Zhou Xuan. Now, I will fight on behalf of Huazhou.
Zhou Xuan, don't do anything reckless. You haven't even summoned a god yet. Going up there now is just seeking your own end.
Don't worry. This battle carries the hopes of hundreds of millions of people from Huazhou, and I must emerge victorious.
Oh? So you mean you're confident that you can defeat my sister and Lord Tsukuyomi?
They are just mere trifles, easily crushed in a snap.
What bold words. Summon your god, then.
A god? I haven't summoned one yet, but in a moment, I'll let you witness it.
Ha ha ha. I thought you were just an overconfident fool. But it turns out you're just an idiot. Don't you know that summoning a god must be done within the Pantheon? Now that you're on the stage, you actually think you can still summon one?
You Dongyi pirates, everything you know and have learned was taken from Huazhou. Now that you're betraying your origins, haven't you heard the saying, the gods are watching from above?
What? A god has answered Zhou Xuan's call.
How is this possible? How could someone communicate with a god outside of the Pantheon?
Brother, there's no need to panic. So what if he can communicate with a god? He can't possibly summon a god that can rival Lord Tsukuyomi.
I didn't expect to draw this one. It seems it was meant to be. I choose her. I also request to change the arena's environment to Moon Palace.
This. I can feel Lord Tsukuyomi's power is constantly growing.
Ha ha ha. Zhou Xuan, don't you know that Lord Tsukuyomi is the goddess who rules the moon? You actually dare to choose Moon Palace as the battleground.
I certainly know Tsukuyomi is the goddess of the moon, but as for the true ruler of Moon Palace, Huazhou settled that thousands of years ago. Shadows of laurel dance upon the jade wheel, and a beauty dwells deep within the Toad Palace. I, your junior, Zhou Xuan, humbly invite Taiyin, Star-Lord, and Chang'e to descend.
It has been thousands of years, and finally someone is calling for me.
I, Zhou Xuan, humbly request Fairy Chang'e to descend to the mortal realm, to save the people of Huazhou from this crisis.
Which deity is this? The aura is even more powerful than Zhu Bajie.
Fellow citizens of Huazhou, this immortal lady before you is Lady Chang'e. Of course, you may also call her Taiyin Star-Lord. She is the moon goddess of our Huazhou.
This is impossible. How could Huazhou have such a powerful deity?
I don't care if you are real or fake. Only the great Tsukuyomi no Mikoto, and Lord Tsukuyomi no Mikoto, is the true moon goddess. This so-called master of Chang'e Moon Palace is nothing but a profanity against Lord Tsukuyomi. You dare to use the power of moonlight to attack me. A mere practitioner from a tiny country dares to claim to be the moon goddess and bully the people of my Huazhou. Now that I have descended to this world, I shall settle the score with you. Go. How is this possible? Within the Moon Palace, Lord Tsukuyomi cannot be hurt.
Are you foolish? The Moon Palace is naturally the residence of Fairy Chang'e. Trying to summon the power of moonlight on the home turf of the true Moon Palace master is nothing but a pipe dream.
No. Only Lord Tsukuyomi is the one and only moon goddess.
Lord Tsukuyomi is angry now. Your fake god from Huazhou is finished. What? How could she so effortlessly block Lord Tsukuyomi's attack?
The power of the 9 luminaries is beyond what you minor gods from a small corner of Yingzhou could ever imagine.
My Guanghan Palace has always been a quiet and serene place, not a place for slaughter. I see that you, a minor local deity, have some understanding of the power of moonlight. It happens that Jade Rabbit is away, and I am in need of a medicine-grinding girl. You shall stay by my side and cultivate for 100 years. Cough, cough, cough! What did you do? Why can't I feel Lord Tsukuyomi anymore?
Oh my god. Chang'e is truly formidable. It's one thing to win, but she actually turned their main god into a pet. Is she finding a companion for Jade Rabbit?
The winner of this battle is Zhou Xuan of Huazhou.
Great, we won, we won! What main god Tsukuyomi no Mikoto? Faced with our Chang'e from Huazhou, he was obediently turned into a pet.
With Chang'e here, our Huazhou is bound to win today.
Is it your turn to step up next?
Fine, fine. Well done, Zhou Xuan. Well done, Chang'e. Don't celebrate too early. You of Huazhou have already modified the arena environment once. According to the rules, we of Yingzhou can add a rule to this arena competition.
What are you trying to do?
Yingzhou adds a rule. For this national competition, the same deity can only fight once. Yingzhou is adding a rule. For the remaining matches of this national tournament, gods who have already fought cannot participate again.
The rule is established. For the rest of the matches in this tournament, gods who have already appeared cannot fight again.
You... How despicable.
Zhou Xuan, because of this, I won't be able to help you in the upcoming battles. You must be very careful.
Please rest assured, Star-Lord. As your junior, I will never bring shame to Huazhou.
Good. I believe in you.
Zhou Xuan, without Chang'e, I'd like to see how you expect to defeat my Yingzhou.
You should worry about your Lord Tsukuyomi first. A major god, just gone like that.
You, Zhou Xuan, I can give you a chance. Return Lord Tsukuyomi. Zhou Xuan, I'm only giving you this chance because you can summon Chang'e. That's why I'm giving you this opportunity. There is an old saying in Huazhou. A wise bird chooses its tree. Think carefully. Without a god, in the arena of gods, you are just a lamb to the slaughter. Moreover, I can tell you that the god I've summoned is Susanoo, the older brother of Lord Tsukuyomi. He is the god of war for Yingzhou. If he finds out you took his sister away, what awaits you in Huazhou is nothing but destruction.
The legendary god of war from Izumo, Susanoo, I'd like to see what kind of character he is. Stop wasting time. Show me what you've got.
You stubborn fool. Adjust the stage. Set the scene to the Colosseum. Come forth, the great god of war, protector of Izumo, Susanoo.
Human, was it you who took my sister away?
Got a problem with that?
Arrogant human, you and your country will face the wrath of Gozu Tenno. But ending you personally is too boring. I've decided to give you a most painful end. Come forth, Orochi.
It's Yamada no Orochi. Susanoo can actually summon such a terrifying monster.
Isn't this cheating? How can he summon a god-level monster? Zhou Xuan has no god left to help. He's finished now.
Human, you will be the first. Next, your parents, brothers, sisters, friends, and all your fellow citizens will become nourishment for Yamada no Orochi. And this is the price you pay for offending a god.
Zhou Xuan, this is your last chance. Submit, or pay the price.
Submit? You donghua pirates, no matter how many years pass, don't ever think you can make the people of Huazhou submit. It's just Susanoo and a Yamada no Orochi. Compared to the brilliant stars of Huazhou, you are nothing. I, Zhou Xuan, call upon the gods of Huazhou to appear.
Then, what is that? What on earth did Zhou Xuan summon?
Could this be the legendary heavenly court of our Huazhou? Every single person in the Celestial Palace is the celestial deities of our Huazhou.
Impossible. This is all just a trick by you, Huazhou people. How could Huazhou possibly have so many gods? Lord Susanoo, please take action and expose the true face of the Huazhou people. What's going on?
It seems the arrogance of you Yingzhou people has even angered the gods of my Huazhou. This one has actually descended to the mortal realm in person.
Just playing tricks.
With a proud heart, he disregards heavenly ties. Noble of spirit, he dwells in Guanjiang, loyal and wise, a saintly hero of old, with infinite power, known as Erlang. I, Zhou Xuan, respectfully invite the god of war of the heavenly court to descend.
Who calls upon me?
I thought you had some trick to summon another divine lord. After all that, did you just summon a dog? Which mountain god or land god from Huazhou is this? He's in such a pathetic state that he doesn't even have a human form.
Brother Dog, why is it you? Where is your master?
Master is already watching from the heavens. He sent me ahead to lead the way. It's just a foul snake. It's not worth my master's time.
Just a filthy dog, yet you talk so big.
Filthy dog? Kid, trash like you, should address me as sun-swallowing divine lord.
Just a black dog, yet so arrogant, but it doesn't matter. Soon, you will all be food for the Yamada no Orochi.
A mere little earthworm dares to talk about destroying the people of Huazhou? Even that monkey from Mount Huaguo wasn't as arrogant as you.
Mount Huaguo? Wait, who exactly are you?
I am the sun-swallowing true lord.
Not bad, Brother Dog. You truly are the top general under the god of war.
Kid, watch closely how I make a snack out of this little earthworm.
Fight back. Orochi, fight back.
Little earthworm, you're too slow.
How is this possible? The legendary monster, the Yamada no Orochi that can destroy the world, actually lost to a black dog?
This little earthworm has a weird smell. There must be something wrong with the water in its hometown. No wonder it grew 8 heads. It tastes terrible.
Well?
I told you, dealing with a little earthworm like this doesn't require my master to step in.
Well done, Brother Dog.
Interesting. This black dog has an extraordinary aura. Its divinity is actually stronger than the Yamada no Orochi. Perfect. Since you ended Orochi, you can take its place as my battle pet. Since you ended Orochi, you shall take his place as my battle pet.
Brother Dog, look out.
What kind of creature thinks I would serve as a battle pet? Patui, get lost.
You are just as ungrateful as the human who summoned you. But it doesn't matter. When it comes to the hunt, I have always been very patient.
Brother Dog, be careful.
Kid, watch out. Hide behind me.
I admit your divinity is strong enough. However, you are no match for me. I will give you one last chance. Surrender, or pay the price.
Brother Dog, if this doesn't work, let's call for backup. We really can't beat him.
Master is watching from the heavens right now, and the billions of people of Huazhou are watching too. How could I back down at a time like this? How could I let them down at a moment like this? Surrender? In your dreams. Today, only one of us will remain standing.
Very well. A disobedient dog will eventually bite its master. Take your arrogance and be gone forever.
Who won?
Hey, Brother Dog, don't scare me. Wake up. If you are gone, how will I explain this to True Lord?
A chief god is still a chief god. As expected of the god of war of Yingzhou, I am indeed no match for him, but at least I managed to save you from him, so I haven't failed my master's orders.
Since even Yamada no Orochi is no match for you, surely you aren't a nobody in Huazhou, but you're just a dog after all. The power of Susanoo is beyond your reach. Zhou Xuan, you have indeed given me many surprises, but now the farce must end.
Kid, I'll hold him back. You run.
Brother Dog, stop joking. In your condition, he could end us both with a single swing. If True Lord doesn't descend soon, we are all finished here.
Human, and you, if we weren't atop Arena of the Gods right now, I might have even spared your lives. But unfortunately, in this world, there are no what-ifs. Who's there?
My people from True Lord Qingyuan. Since when are they for outcasts like you from Dongyi to lecture? My Yangjian people, since when do you Dongying Sea Raiders get to lecture them?
Ah! True Lord, you have finally descended.
Who is this deity? This divine aura is actually more powerful than Sakurashu, god of war.
Is this the god of war of my Huazhou?
Master, I failed in my duties and let you down.
You did well. Just leave the rest to me. It has been many years since I descended. I didn't expect Huazhou to be oppressed to the point of such a crisis.
I have failed you, True Lord. Please, True Lord, take action to sweep away these demons and clear the world of Huazhou.
You Yingzhou cowards. Step forward and pay the price.
Impossible. How can Huazhou have such a powerful god?
I don't care who you are, but since you have chosen to be an enemy of Yingzhou, prepare to be gone. Humph.
Such a puny light, yet you dare to show off before me?
How can this be? The light of the Ten-Fist Sword can tear through the sky. How could it be blocked so easily?
Humph. You seem to be called a god of war as well. Such a weak god of war. Yingzhou is truly pathetic. Today, I will show you what a true god of war is. Open!
What kind of power is this?
No. Impossible. How can a god from Huazhou have such divine power? Cheating! The people of Huazhou must be cheating. Lord Susanoo, do not be afraid. This must be a trick used by the people of Huazhou. They are definitely just bluffing.
That's right. It's all fake. It's all fake. It must be an illusion.
You Yingzhou cowards, pay the price.
An illusion. It's all an illusion.
No. Lord Susanoo.
My Huazhou is a great nation, and the deities born from its ancient culture cannot be insulted by a small country like Yingzhou. Under the divine power of True Lord, the so-called god of war Izumo is nothing but a worthless weakling.
In this battle, Huazhou is the winner.
We won. We actually won.
It's all thanks to Zhou Xuan. If he hadn't summoned this deity, our Huazhou would have been in great danger today.
Zhou Xuan! Zhou Xuan! Zhou Xuan!
You from Yingzhou, what else do you have to say?
I admit, the deity you summoned is indeed powerful, but we in Yingzhou haven't lost yet. The competition is a best of 5, and your Huazhou has only won 2 matches. And according to the rules, in the next match, he cannot fight again.
Due to the laws of heaven, I truly cannot fight again. Junior, you must be very careful. Do not let the great name of Huazhou be tarnished.
Don't worry, True Lord. I will do my absolute best to guard the gates of Huazhou. I won't let these Yingzhou scoundrels be insolent. One by one, everything they took from us, I will take it all back.
Good. Until we meet again.
Whatever tricks you and Yingzhou have left, bring them all on.
Father, you useless waste. I can't believe I have to handle this myself.
The next competitor for Yingzhou. It's actually him.
Commander, is that person very powerful?
He is the head of the Asakusa clan, and also the strongest fighter in Yingzhou. The territory and national fortune Huazhou lost were all seized by him and his deity in the arena.
Then who is his deity?
The leader of the three chief gods of Yingzhou, the ruler of Takamagahara, Amaterasu Omikami.
Huazhou, people, you've certainly exceeded my expectations. I thought Tsukuyomi and Susanoo would lose, but I never imagined they would lose to Huazhou.
I wonder if you've ever considered that you might be next?
Ha. Arrogant Huazhou people. I admit that the god from just now was very powerful. Even I can't guarantee a victory against him. But now, he has already left. Come forth, the Supreme, Lord of Takamagahara, the great Lord Amaterasu.
Damn it, what is he trying to do?
Asakusa Gen doesn't just want to win the match. He wants to end Zhou Xuan.
Humph. What a grand show.
Ignorant Huazhou people. Not only will you lose today, but you will also be finished right here. Every spark of hope for Huazhou will be personally extinguished by Lord Amaterasu.
Tsukuyomi lost, and Susanoo was defeated. Two of your Yingzhou's three great gods have already lost, and the remaining so-called Amaterasu will be no exception.
Insolent.
It's so hot. What is this power?
Damn it. Amaterasu's target isn't just the arena. The entire Huazhou is currently within Yatta no Kagami's range of sunlight.
Huazhou people, you can still summon gods, right? But let me give you a piece of advice. You'd better hurry up.
What have you done?
Zhou Xuan, hurry! Temperatures all across Huazhou are rising rapidly. Countless people have already collapsed from the heat.
In this purgatory, turn to ash, along with your stubbornness. People of Huazhou, under the divine radiance of Lord Amaterasu's sacred treasure, the Yatta no Kagami, turn to dust.
Zhou Xuan, hurry! The people of Huazhou won't be able to hold on much longer.
Asakusa again, tell the Amaterasu to stop, and I might just spare your life.
How arrogant. A mere Huazhou person like you thinks he can take me down?
How utterly stubborn. Do you even know that in the ancient times of my Huazhou, there were once 10 suns in the sky?
10 suns in the sky? You Huazhou person, the heat must be giving you hallucinations. You can't even withstand the power of Lord Amaterasu alone right now, let alone handle the thought of 10 suns in the sky. It only takes one day to burn all of Huazhou to the ground.
Yes, 10 suns in the sky was like the end of the world, and the people suffered beyond measure. But every time Huazhou faces a great catastrophe, someone always rises to turn the tide. I, your unworthy descendant Zhou Xuan, request the Huazhou Saint Ho Yi to descend.
Are you the one calling for me, young one?
I, your unworthy descendant Zhou Xuan, beg Sage to take action and strike down the suns.
Oh? Is this savage? Is your trump card? Ha. A mere savage. Thinks he can challenge Lord Amaterasu?
Interesting. After that incident 1,000 years ago, I thought only one of the Golden Crow clan remained. I didn't expect to have missed some.
Senior Ho Yi, that isn't the Golden Crow clan. That is the sun god of those donghua outsiders.
Oh, so it isn't the Golden Crow? Since it is not the Golden Crow of my Huazhou, who gave you the nerve to come to my Huazhou and act so insolently?
How is this possible? He shattered the sacred treasure Yatta no Kagami with just his divine presence?
Asakusa again, everything you use the arena of the gods to steal from Huazhou will be settled today. Asakusa again, Everything Yingzhou took from Huazhou will be settled today.
Even if the god you summoned could break Yada no Kagami, so what? Lord Amaterasu is still the supreme god, high on the divine throne. You and that savage will only have one end, and that is fading away under the radiance of Lord Amaterasu.
Zhu Xuan!
This is what happens when you oppose Yingzhou.
Is this the supreme artifact that the Yingzhou people have been bragging about for so long? It's surprisingly ordinary.
What? How is this possible? Even a god from Olympus couldn't remain unscathed under the power of Yasakani no Magatama.
This is the hide of the beast, Fengshi, and even my arrows could only leave a mark on it. With your weak divine power, you think you can pierce it?
Fine. Since Yasakani no Magatama can't deal with you, I'll show you. The sharpest divine sword in Takamagahara.
Oh no, it's Ame no Murakumo. Until now, on Arena of the Gods, once Ame no Murakumo is unsheathed, it cuts through everything, and no god has ever been able to stop it.
Zhou Xuan will definitely stop it.
Under the glory of Ame no Murakumo, turn into dust.
How interesting. But this kind of power, claiming it can cut through anything, is simply a joke. Kid, you've seen a shooting star before, haven't you?
I have, Senior.
Good. Today, I'll show you what a shooting star flying backward looks like.
Who won?
Ha ha ha. He's just a low-level deity from Huazhou. How could he possibly be a match for Lord Amaterasu? He must have been shattered by Ame no Murakumo. What?
Cuts through anything? A supreme divine weapon? In the eyes of the deities from Huazhou, it is nothing more than a toy that can be crushed with a flick of a finger.
How is this possible? Who on earth is this deity you've summoned?
Didn't I just tell you? In ancient times, my Huazhou once had 10 suns in the sky.
What does that have to do with him?
10 suns in the sky, bringing suffering to all living things. Do you know why high in the 9 heavens, there is only one brilliant sun today?
Could it be? It's him. No, that's impossible. 10 suns. What a magnificent sight. And what terrifying divine power. Even Lord Amaterasu couldn't do that.
Even now, you are still lying to yourself. That's why you barbarians from Yingzhou have only known how to deceive yourselves since ancient times. Since you don't believe it, witness this scene once again. Senior Hoyi, please take action.
Shoot down the sun? I actually miss it a little. Let me see how the radiance of a minor deity from the east compares to that of 10 golden crows.
Arrogant deity of Huazhou, how dare you blaspheme Lord Amaterasu? You shall meet your end under the radiance of Lord Amaterasu. No. How is this possible? Lord Amaterasu.
10 suns in the sky. Why is there only one scorching sun hanging in the sky now? Because in a single day, someone drew their bow and set the arrow, shooting down 9 suns in a row.
Shooting down 9 suns. What a magnificent legend that is. My Huazhou actually has such powerful gods.
For this round, Huazhou is the winner. According to the rules, as Huazhou has achieved 3 victories, they win this entire tournament.
No! Messenger, it is not over yet. We in Yingzhou haven't lost yet. We still have our gods.
The rules are set. All the fortune and land resources Yingzhou previously gained from Huazhou must be returned immediately. At the same time, half of the national fortune of Yingzhou will be transferred to Huazhou.
No, no, no.
Help me.
What's going on? Why did the national fortune of Huazhou suddenly increase so much?
Ha! What a bunch of incompetent fools from Yingzhou. Not only did they fail to defeat Huazhou, but they even gave away so much fortune.
The people of Huazhou are too mysterious, especially that Zhou Xuan, who actually summoned such a powerful deity, catching my Yingzhou completely off guard. Even if you had gone, you would have lost all the same.
What a joke! Do you really think we in Olympian gods would be as weak as your Yingzhou gods?
You.
Enough. Now is not the time to argue about who is right. Have you all forgotten
that since the gods of Huazhou have awakened, they will surely seek retribution against us.
If you're afraid of retribution, then why don't we just strike first?
Oh, is Northern European Alliance planning to take action?
This time, thanks to Zhou Xuan, our Huazhou not only won the arena matches, but also gained a lot of national fortune from Yingzhou.
I propose granting Zhou Xuan the title of Hero of Huazhou, and that all future resources should be prioritized for Zhou Xuan.
Seconded.
Speaking of which, where is Zhou Xuan right now?
He is at the Pantheon, helping a new batch of contestants communicate with the gods. After all, for future matches, we can't just rely on him alone.
For Huazhou to have such an outstanding talent like Zhou Xuan is truly a great blessing for Huazhou.
This must be the legendary master of the Eastern Sea, the strongest dragon king of the Eastern Sea of the Four Seas. His true name is Ao Guang.
I, your unworthy descendant Luo Qing, respectfully invite Dragon King of the Eastern Sea Ao Guang to appear.
Wow, he actually summoned it. Zhou Xuan is truly incredible, not only for defeating Yingzhou in the arena, but for being so knowledgeable as well.
Boss Zhou Xuan, I want to be your follower. I'm ready to serve you with all my heart.
Ha ha ha. Everyone, please don't crowd or make a scene. There are many more gods in the Pantheon, and you will all be able to summon one. Just take it one by one.
That wretched Zhou Xuan. He just got lucky and identified a few gods. It's nothing to be proud of.
Oh? So it seems. You can't stand him either?
You? Who are you?
Ha ha ha. Do not be alarmed. I am here to help you.
Help me?
Don't you want to get rid of Zhou Xuan? Coincidentally, we want to deal with him too.
You guys. You are not from Huazhou. How did you sneak into Huazhou Pantheon?
Don't worry. I didn't sneak into Pantheon. The one talking to you is just a phantom of my former self.
Can you really get rid of Zhou Xuan?
Not only can I deal with Zhou Xuan, I can even make you the next leader of Huazhou.
Really?
Haha, as long as you do as I say.
Fine. What do I need to do?
It is simple. Arena of the Gods has rules. Continents that just finished an arena match have a protection period. Unless they initiate it themselves, no other continent is allowed to battle them. What I want you to do is to represent Huazhou and challenge Northern European Alliance to an arena battle.
So you are from Northern European Alliance. But even if a battle is initiated, what then? You saw the previous battle with Yingzhou, that Zhou Xuan summoned. Chang'e, Yang Jian, and Hu Yi. Every single one of them is a figure with divine power. Are you really sure you can win?
Don't worry. We've already considered that. So this time, the battle you will initiate is a special arena battle.
A special arena battle? What rules do you want to set?
A clan war. The participating race must be limited to the Dragon Clan, and it must be the Dragon Clan recognized by the heavens. Our Northern European Alliance contestant possesses the presence of Nidhogg, the Lord of Dragons. In this fight, Northern European Alliance cannot lose.
Nidhogg is indeed powerful, but are you sure Huazhou doesn't have powerful dragons?
We've already investigated Huazhou. The strongest dragons there are just those so-called Dragon Kings of the Four Seas. To stand against Nidhogg, they're far from enough.
Fine. I'll trust you this once. What do I need to do?
It is simple. You are a contestant for Huazhou, so you're qualified to declare war on its behalf. You just need to represent Huazhou and initiate an arena battle against Northern European Alliance.
Fine. Zhou Xuan. This time you're finished.
Since you've made up your mind, then repeat after me. I, Lin Feng, representing Huazhou, declare a challenge against Northern European Alliance. Set the arena rules as the Dragon Clan War.
I, Lin Feng, representing Huazhou, declare a challenge against Northern European Alliance, and set the arena rules as the Dragon Clan War. Huazhou declares a challenge against Northern European Alliance. The rules for this arena will be the Dragon Clan War. Both sides can only dispatch Dragon Clan members recognized by the Heavenly Path. Participants from both sides, please prepare yourselves immediately.
What's going on? Why are we suddenly starting a war with Northern European Alliance?
This is actually a clan war with special rules. This is bad. The gods that Zhou Xuan summoned before won't be able to fight.
Ha 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 ha. You did well, Lin Feng.
Zhou Xuan, this clan war will be the end of you.
It was him. It was Lin Feng who initiated the arena challenge against Northern European Alliance.
Lin Feng, have you lost your mind? It took so much effort for Huazhou to win for once, and everything is just starting to recover. How could you initiate a war against another continent?
Lin Feng, who is that person beside you?
It's a pleasure to meet you. People of Huazhou. I am Luo Luo, the representative of Northern European Alliance, and I am your next opponent.
Are you so sure that you can win?
Zhou Xuan, I have already reviewed your files. I know the gods you can summon are quite powerful, but this arena is for the Dragon Clan War. Among all the dragon clans in the world, none can rival the world-destroying dragon that devours World Tree, the Nidhogg. Come forth. The Supreme Lord of the Dragon Clan, His Majesty Nidhogg. People of Huazhou, if you don't want to become the prey of His Majesty Nidhogg, then surrender immediately. The merciful Northern European Alliance will grant you the chance to become servants. Ha ha ha.
That's right. Zhou Xuan, you should just give up. After all, even if Huazhou has dragons, they could never be a match for Nidhogg.
Who said my Huazhou has no dragons?
Ha ha ha. This is the dragon of Huazhou? Are you sure it's not just a flying worm? It doesn't have wings to soar through the sky, nor does it have a powerful physique, yet it dares to call itself a dragon?
Humph. The dragon of Huazhou is a symbol of auspiciousness. It commands thunder and lightning and summons wind and rain to protect the land. How could it ever be compared to you, big lizards with wings?
How dare you? To insult the great Nidhogg, you will be completely punished by the power of the underworld.
Maybe I should handle this.
Zhou Xuan, there will be many more conflicts with other continents. I can't let you fight alone every single time. You helped me summon Dragon King of the Eastern Sea, so this time, let me be the one. Go, Dragon King of the Eastern Sea. Show these big lizards the true dragon's might. Wonderful, it blocked the attack.
This Nidhogg looks aggressive, but it's actually nothing special. Isn't it being held back by Dragon King of the Eastern Sea?
No, it's not over yet.
Ha 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 ha. I never thought a thin worm could actually withstand an attack from His Majesty Nidhogg. But did you forget? This isn't just a one-on-one battle, but a war between clans. A battle of dragon against dragon, and His Majesty Nidhogg is the ancestor of the Dragon Clan. Ha 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 ha. What do you think? People of Huazhou, do you realize how weak you are?
Ah! How? How can this be?
How are we supposed to fight? We only have one deity, Dragon King of the Eastern Sea. How can we be a match for so many dragons?
Everyone, don't panic. Zhou Xuan will have a way. Right. Zhou Xuan?
Oh, with this kind of situation, with Dragon King of the Eastern Sea alone, he's definitely no match for them.
You all heard it. Even Zhou Xuan is helpless. I knew it. This kid just got lucky by identifying a few deities.
Northern European Alliance welcomes any ambitious person to join us.
How frustrating. Even if Zhou Xuan has no way, we won't just sit here and wait for the end. And we will never be traitors.
That's right. We will never be traitors. And we people of Huazhou will fight to the end.
How stubborn. Since that's the case, you shall all be gone under the dragon's flames.
Dragon King of the Eastern Sea.
Junior, I can't hold on much longer. Now, it's up to you to summon my other 3 brothers. With the combined power of us 4 brothers, there might be a glimmer of hope.
How should I summon them?
Just as you summoned me, call out their true names. Ao Qin, Ao Run, and Ao Shun.
I, Luo Qing, a junior of Huazhou, summon the 3 Dragon Kings. Ao Qin, Ao Run, and Ao Shun appear.
This is great. With the 3 Dragon King helping us, we can definitely hold on.
That's right. We still have a chance in this tournament.
You idiot! Just because 4 gods want to stop the entire Dragon Clan. It's nothing but a daydream.
Ha ha ha. Lin Feng is right. You are all just struggling to survive. Zhou Xuan, even for you, there is no way out of this situation, is there?
Ah, this won't work. There are too many of these evil dragons. It's It's really hard for the four of us brothers to handle this alone.
Big brother, I'm about to give in.
Big brother, I can't hold on either.
Zhou Xuan, haven't you thought of a way yet? Zhou Xuan.
What else could he possibly come up with? He's just a guy who got incredibly lucky. If you don't surrender now, you are all going to pay the price.
This is what happens when you oppose Northern European alliance.
My lord, I will serve as your vanguard then.
It seems you've celebrated a bit too early.
Hmm? What? How are you still alive?
It just took a little more time to communicate with this one. Sorry to keep you waiting.
You. What kind of dragon is that? You. What kind of dragon is that?
How is that possible? I thought they said Dragon Kings of the Four Seas was the strongest dragon in Huazhou? The aura of that dragon, how can it even suppress Nidhogg?
Just ignorant barbarians from abroad. Dragon Kings of the Four Seas is indeed an elite of our Huazhou dragon race, but when it comes to the strongest dragon in Huazhou, there is only the one from the dawn of creation, the leader of all scales, Ancestral Dragon. You bunch of winged lizards. Before the draconic power of Ancestral Dragon, you can only tremble in fear.
Mr. Luo Luo, don't be afraid of him, even if that Ancestral Dragon is strong. He is still only one single god. Against the dragon army of Nidhogg, he is still outnumbered.
That's right. That Ancestral Dragon is just a single god after all. Against the dragon army of Nidhogg, he is nothing to fear. Attack!
Zhou Xuan, are you letting Ancestral Dragon take this hit head-on?
Don't worry. The reason Ancestral Dragon is called Ancestral Dragon is because he is the leader of all scales, the ancestor of all dragons.
Hallucinations. This must be a hallucination. How can Huazhou have so many dragons?
This is impossible. This can't be happening. Huazhou is supposed to be a culturally barren land.
Barbarians like you, who only know how to pillage, how could you understand the profound depths of Huazhou? This is perfect. Today, I'll use you to show the whole world that Huazhou is no longer the Huazhou you can bully. Huazhou is not a place where scoundrels like you can act so boldly.
No! My Nidhogg.
In this clan battle arena, Huazhou is the winner. Half of Northern European Alliance's national fortune is now transferred to Huazhou. Zhou Xuan, for the sake of our time as colleagues, please forgive me just this once.
Lin Feng, for your own selfish desires, you started a national war on behalf of Huazhou without authorization. So, now, I am stripping you of your status as a contestant for Huazhou.
That is only fair. That is only fair. Once I return to Huazhou, I will definitely turn over a new leaf.
Return to Huazhou? Lin Feng, don't you think you're being a bit too optimistic?
Is there something wrong with that?
A traitorous scoundrel like you actually expects to return to Huazhou? Didn't you want to join Northern European Alliance? From this day on, you are no longer a citizen of Huazhou.
No! Zhou Xuan, I was wrong. I was truly wrong. I was just momentarily possessed. Give me a chance. Give me another chance to return to Huazhou. I will do anything you ask of me.
If you had known this would happen, you should have acted differently. Heavenly Messenger.
Huazhou contestant Zhou Xuan, do you have a request?
As the winner of this battle and the representative of Huazhou, I wish to have one person expelled from Huazhou.
You have won 2 consecutive matches, so you may make this request on behalf of Huazhou.
Former citizen of Huazhou, Lin Feng, has committed treason. Using his status as a representative of Huazhou, he started a national war on his own, trying to help Northern European Alliance take over Huazhou. I hereby strip Lin Feng of his Huazhou citizenship, expel him from Huazhou, and he shall never again be protected by Huazhou's providence.
Lin Feng is now expelled from Huazhou. No. Zhou Xuan, I was wrong.
Let's go.
Luo. Mr. Luo. About me joining the Northern European Alliance.
Get out! You useless waste.
No, please don't abandon me. I was really wrong.
Well, isn't this the representative of Northern European Alliance who was going to teach Huazhou a lesson? Why are you back so soon?
It was just a momentary lapse. I was just set up by Zhou Xuan.
A loss is a loss. Heavenly Messenger witnessed it, and you're still being stubborn?
It's all because your Yingzhou started this.
Oh? I told you long ago that Huazhou was hard to deal with, and now you believe me.
Enough! Stop arguing. Huazhou is developing too fast. Not only Yingzhou, but even half of Northern European Alliance's national fortune has been taken by them. If this continues, we will eventually be defeated one by Huazhou.
In the next battle, no matter who steps up, we must bring our best skills to completely crush Zhou Xuan.
Easier said than done. But you all know the strength of my Yingzhou and 3 great gods. You should have heard about the heavenly court that Zhou Xuan summoned back then. It's already very difficult to take him down in a pure arena battle.
Correct. The Dragon Clan, led by His Majesty Nidhogg, also fell at the hands of Zhou Xuan. How many tricks does that kid have? He's simply impossible to guard against.
In the next battle, I, Zhou, will take action.
If the gods of Olympus take action, it shouldn't be hard to take down Huazhou.
This time, Zhou will send 10 Titans, and Gaia, the Earth Mother, will lead the team in person, and we will use the power of the Earth Mother to lock the battlefield within Huazhou's borders.
That's a great idea. That way, even if Zhou Xuan has more tricks, any summoned gods will have their hands tied while fighting in Huazhou.
With the strength of Titans, victory is certain under these advantages. Zhou Xuan, everything Huazhou took from us will be returned.
After this battle, Huazhou should be able to enjoy a long period of peace.
Zhou Xuan, Huazhou has come this far all thanks to you.
As a citizen of Huazhou, this is only my duty.
Zhou Xuan, you are being too modest. We have already decided to grant you the title of Huazhou Hero. From now on, all affairs involving Arena of the Gods in Huazhou will be overseen by you.
This? I truly don't deserve such an honor.
Zhou Xuan, there is no need to be so humble. Considering your contributions to Huazhou, these rewards are far from enough.
Exactly. You've earned every bit of it.
Then I shall accept it with gratitude.
Zhou Xuan, what are your plans next?
I'm going to challenge the other continents to arena battles. I will use Arena of the Gods to take back everything they stole from Huazhou and reclaim it all.
I'm not bragging, but my 2-year-old aunt's sister's distant cousin's daughter was actually Zhou Xuan's classmate. Zhou Xuan even wrote her a love letter.
Give it a rest. Why don't you just say, Zhou Xuan is your son-in-law?
If he really were my son-in-law, I would walk with my head held high everywhere I go.
That's enough. Don't make a scene while you're on duty. What does this look like?
Captain, with Zhou Xuan guarding Huazhou using Arena of the Gods, what foolish continent would dare to provoke us?
Yeah, Captain, come and take a break with us. With Zhou Xuan here, Huazhou is invincible. Wait. What is that?
A giant! It's a giant.
Enemy attack. The giant gods are attacking.
Tell Zhou Xuan to come see me. Otherwise, I'll start right here and bring an end to all of Huazhou.
We've received an emergency alert. The contestant Pegasus from Zhou, along with the god he summoned, has reached the border of Huazhou.
What does Zhou mean by this? Are they planning to bypass Arena of the Gods and attack Huazhou directly?
What? Zhou Xuan, what do you think?
What kind of god did this Pegasus summon?
According to the data, the god he summoned is Gaia, the Earth Mother, from Zhou mythology. Due to the unique nature of Gaia, he can summon the 12 children of Gaia, who are the legendary 12 Titans.
Zhou Xuan, the strength of the enemy this time is likely far beyond Yingzhou and Northern European Alliance. Are you sure you can handle it?
12 Titans plus Gaia, the Earth Mother? They are indeed powerful and well-known opponents. But as for giant gods, Huazhou has them too. I'll head to the border right away. I'd like to see what Pegasus is up to.
The message has been delivered.
We've already met your demands, so what more do you want?
I'm warning you, don't be so arrogant. This is the border of Huazhou. If you dare cause trouble, you'll pay for it when Zhou Xuan arrives.
That's right. This is the border of Huazhou. It's no place for Aojuans like you to act out.
You only won 2 measly arena matches, and yet you Huazhou people have become this overconfident? Have you forgotten how, in the previous matches of Arena of the Gods, your contestants were groveling before the other continents, looking so pathetic and submissive?
We in Huazhou have an old saying about how things change after only 3 days. You outsiders used to come to Huazhou to show off while our gods had not yet awakened. But now, the gods of Huazhou have awakened under the guidance of Zhou Xuan. What awaits you will only be a crushing blow.
Stubborn fool. Haven't you realized that Zhou Xuan isn't here right now? The one who holds your fate is me.
Captain!
When did the Huazhou borders become a place for a savage from Aozhou like you to run wild?
Zhou Xuan, you're finally here. I thought you'd keep hiding like a coward.
You people from Aozhou, do you know any other tricks besides taking advantage of others? You knew I was guarding the interior of Huazhou, so you specifically chose the border, didn't you?
Arrogant brat. Do you have any idea who you are talking to?
Of course I do. Nothing more than a savage from Aozhou.
You think just because you defeated the losers from Yingzhou and the northern Lianzhou that you're invincible? Today, I'll show you the power of Aozhou's titans and make Huazhou realize its true place. Hyperion, do it.
Zhou Xuan, watch out.
As for Titan and Giant God, Huazhou has them as well. Come forth, Giant God and Fang Shi.
It has been many years. I never thought anyone would be able to summon me.
This god is.
He is the giant god of Huazhou. He once worked with the legendary Dayu to control the floods, and is an ancient guardian of Huazhou.
Junior, for what purpose have you awakened me?
I am your junior, Zhou Xuan. Now that the arena of the gods has opened, other continents repeatedly invade Huazhou. I have awakened you for one reason. Please protect us, the human race of Huazhou.
How dare a mere false god from another continent act so boldly in Huazhou? You shall pay for this.
Arrogant. Only my Aozhou's titans are the true giant gods. Hyperion is the god of the sky, among the 12 titans, possessing power over the sky and the winds. You shall all meet your end in this storm. What? How is this possible? No one can withstand Hyperion's storm and remain unscathed.
A mere fluffy cloud dares to call itself a storm?
What kind of sorcery is this? No. It's the power of that deity. Just what kind of god is he?
A storm that sweeps across the land. Compared to the vast ocean that once engulfed the entire world, how does it compare?
What do you mean?
In ancient times, all of Huazhou was once trapped in a great flood. The gale that swept across the entire land back then, how violent do you think that was? And Feng Shi was the one who, amidst that vast ocean and that violent gale, was the guardian god who protected the human race of Huazhou. That cruel storm could not break him. So what is a mere god of the sky to him?
Such a weak and hollow titan dares to call itself a giant god. You truly are a disgrace to the giant gods.
Pegasus, whatever tricks you have left, feel free to use them all.
Fine. You forced my hand. Then prepare yourself. What you are about to face next is the giant god who governs life and longevity, Iapetus. The lifespan of all living things is written by him. Lifespan of all living things is within the grasp of this titans.
This, a god of life and lifespan. This power is simply terrifying.
My giant god of Huazhou should be able to win, right?
I'm afraid Feng Shi is no match for him.
What? What was that?
Iapetus. Let this false god of Huazhou witness the true extent of your divine power.
What on earth did he do?
Sai. The biggest weakness of Feng Shi is his short lifespan. In the legends, because he protected the people, he failed to answer the summons of Dayu in time, and eventually met his end at the hands of Dayu.
Young man, I can only help you this far. The rest is up to you.
Take care, senior.
Ha 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 ha. Zhou Xuan, what other tricks do you have up your sleeve now? But don't worry. With the methods of Iapetus, your end will be completely painless. In just a few seconds, your life will vanish like a flickering candle.
Controlling life and death is indeed quite troublesome. However, it is a pity, because I happen to know a giant god who has no fear of life or death.
No fear of life or death? Ha 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 ha. What kind of nonsense are you talking about? How could there be a giant god who transcends life and death? Stop trying to deceive me. Don't worry. Once I have dealt with you, Aozhou will take over everything in Huazhou.
The fact that you haven't seen it is only because of your own ignorance. I'll show you what it means to have no fear of life or death. Come forth, my giant god of Huazhou, Xingtian. The giant god of my Huazhou is something you outcasts could never imagine. A matter of life and death is nothing more than a minor ailment. Come forth, giant god Xingtian.
Xuanyuan, it's not over yet. I haven't lost yet.
This. How could he summon a god without a head?
Ha 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 ha. Zhou Xuan, is this what you're relying on? A god without even a head, who looks like a madman. Do you really think such a lunatic can defeat Iapetus? You're dreaming.
Senior Xingtian, wake up.
Junior, where is this? Was it you who summoned me?
Senior Xingtian, this is the Huazhou of the future.
Oh? The Huazhou of the future. Junior, let me ask you, what happened to Xuanyuan?
After Emperor Xuanyuan defeated you, he unified Huazhou, and it has flourished until today.
I see. That fellow Xuanyuan actually succeeded. He truly is the man who defeated me. Junior, for what purpose have you summoned me?
Senior, now that the arena of the gods has opened, foreign lands are invading Huazhou while our culture is fractured. Now they've even bypassed the arena of the gods to violate the borders of Huazhou.
How dare they? These cowards actually dare to invade my Huazhou.
Senior, the enemy is right before us.
You foreign cowards. Are you ready to pay the price?
Do you think a crippled god with no head can really challenge us? Humph. Iapetus, take away his entire lifespan. Leave him completely unable to move. Iapetus, do it. Make him completely motionless for good. Kneel before the power of Iapetus. You fake god of Huazhou. This. How is this possible? Why are you completely unharmed?
I have already told you. Senior Xingtian is a titan who has transcended life and its end. No matter how strong the power of Iapetus is, it cannot affect Xingtian, who has already transcended existence.
Interesting. An ability to take away one's time? But unfortunately, I have already gone through it once, so how could I be gone a second time?
The god who is already gone. Why can a god who is gone still move? And even be summoned? This makes no sense.
Because what drives Xingtian was never life, but will, an unyielding will, a will to resist. Of course, this kind of will is not something you outsiders can understand.
Yeah.
No. Iapetus, get out of the way.
Foreign fake god. So weak and fragile. You could not even take one of my strikes. Boring. Truly boring.
The power of Senior Xingtian is immense. How could these fake gods understand? This is only natural. What other tricks do you have?
Darn it. I did not expect even Iapetus to lose to you. But a god without a head can never truly defeat me. A god without a head is nothing more than a brainless brute. In front of Cois, god of wisdom, your flaws will be magnified infinitely.
This. Cois, god of wisdom? Which god is this?
The symbol of wisdom and reason in 12 titans, representing the logic and direction of the universe. Since Xingtian lost his head, he has been acting purely on impulse, making it hard for him to resist a god like this.
What rubbish is god of wisdom? Go away. Who am I? What am I doing?
You are an ignorant false god. Only fading away can resolve your confusion, allowing you to be reborn.
You're right. I should have been gone long ago.
Ha ha ha. In the end, he's just a brute who only uses force, and is nothing compared to the wisdom of Koius.
To see through Xingtian's weakness so quickly and take targeted action against it, it's no wonder Aozhou sent you. Compared to the contestants from Yingzhou and United Federation in the north, you are much stronger.
I really didn't expect that you could actually force Koius out. Zhou Xuan, it seems your winning streak wasn't just luck. But unfortunately, your legend ends here.
Ends? I wouldn't be so sure. Actually, I'd like to see what kind of extraordinary wisdom this so-called God of Wisdom really has, and how it compares to my Huazhou Great Sage Teacher.
Which god are you going to summon now?
I, Zhou Xuan, respectfully invite Huazhou Great Sage Teacher, Sage Confucius. I, Zhou Xuan, respectfully invite the Great Sage to descend.
Time passes like a river, never ceasing day or night.
Your student, Zhou Xuan, pays respects to the sage.
There is no need for such formality. Since you have called for me, you must be in some trouble.
The sage is wise. Foreign invaders are attacking, so I ask the sage to take action and protect the people of Huazhou.
Ha ha ha, of course. To resist a foreign enemy is a duty I will not shrink from.
Ha 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 ha. First you summoned a headless brute, and now an old man. With an old man like this, how do you plan to deal with Koius?
A man of virtue fears the law, while a base man only thinks of favors.
Wait, what was that just now?
Let me introduce you. This is the great sage of Huazhou, Sage Confucius.
What kind of nonsense great sage is this? Stop playing these tricks. Koius, end him.
Who am I?
You are just an ignorant false god, and only ending your existence can resolve your confusion, and grant you a new life.
Oh no! It is that move again. He wants Sage Confucius to end his own life too.
Don't worry. These little tricks won't work against the great sage.
What is going on? Why hasn't he made a move yet?
The master does not speak of the supernatural.
What? Why? Why is he able to break free from Koius' control?
Tranquility leads to focus, and focus leads to peace of mind. With the composure and wisdom of the great sage teacher, how could he be deceived by your petty illusions?
I never expected Huazhou to have such a wise deity. But you should know, Koius is not known for combat power among the 12 Titans.
Whatever tricks you have left, show them now. Today, I, Zhou Xuan, will face them all and make Aozhou concede defeat fairly and squarely.
Fine. How delightful. Come forth, goddess of fertility Rhea.
It's actually a goddess.
So it's her? This is going to be trouble.
Lord Zhou Xuan, do you recognize this goddess?
Goddess of fertility Rhea, the goddess who symbolizes the Earth's bountiful motherhood. She is also the mother of the god king Zeus, known as the Mother of the Gods.
What? A deity with such immense divinity.
Sage Confucius, your nature does not align well with hers, so it is best if you leave first, and I will handle the rest.
Very well. Since you are presiding over this match, everything shall be as you arrange.
Oh? You're actually giving up that powerful great sage teacher.
My Huazhou is a land of etiquette and honor. The great sage teacher has his own pride, and it would be shameful to bicker with a goddess.
In that case, have you figured out how to counter Rhea?
To counter the Mother of the Gods, naturally, I must invite the leader of the female immortals of Huazhou. To stand against Mother of the Gods, I must invite the leader of the goddesses from Huazhou.
The leader of the goddesses? I've never heard of such a person in Huazhou. Is it the Taiyin Star Lord you summoned earlier?
Taiyin Star Lord is indeed powerful, and is a very famous goddess in Huazhou. But when it comes to the leader of the goddesses, she is still a bit lacking.
What? Does Huazhou actually have a goddess even more powerful than Taiyin Star-Lord?
Looking west to Jade Lake and descending to Queen Mother, the purple mist from the east fills Hanggu Pass. As a junior of Huazhou, I, Zhou Xuan, respectfully invite Queen Mother of the West to descend. As a junior of Huazhou, I, Zhou Xuan, pay my respects to Queen Mother of the West.
I have a general understanding of the situation. I didn't expect Taiyin and Yangjian to descend one after another, and still not be able to crush the wild ambitions of these foreigners. It is true that those who are not of our kind will always have different motives. It is best to deal with these foreigners completely.
Zhao, Lord Zhou Xuan, isn't Queen Mother of the West the leader of the goddesses? Why does she sound so fierce?
There is something you don't know. Before Queen Mother of the West became the leader of the goddesses, she was a deity in charge of plagues and punishments.
Oh my. You really should not cross a woman.
So you are the foreign god who wants to take the territory of Huazhou? Your appearance seems decent enough. You are more than qualified to be my flower-carrying maid.
How dare you? You ignorant deity. How dare you insult Mother of the Gods like this?
Mother of the Gods? Even my senior, Goddess Nuwa, would not dare to call herself that. You minor foreign god, your skills are small, but you certainly talk big.
I have no intention of fighting you, but since it is a request from the people of Aozhou, I have no choice but to face you in battle.
This compassion and motherly nature do indeed show the grace of a goddess. Unfortunately, by making an enemy of I today, you are destined to be defeated. Foreign god, you allowed your subjects to invade Huazhou and plunder the people of Huazhou. Today, I will settle the score with you.
I do not wish to see war or harm, but the people of Aozhou are more important to me. Therefore, I can only say I'm sorry. To the children of Huazhou.
The power to rule over the land is nothing special. Whatever other tricks you have, show them all to me. Otherwise, I'm afraid you won't have another chance. This time, it's the power of abundance, but unfortunately for you, I am least afraid of this kind of life force.
Like I said, Shi Wangmu was once the goddess of plagues. To think you try to use the power of life against her, aren't you seeking your own end?
Your tricks end here. Since your performance is over, it is now my turn. When your soul returns to the divine realm, remember this well. I am the one who dealt with you.
Arrogant false god. You think a mere hairpin can defeat Lady Rhea?
Is Queen Mother really going to use that move? Isn't that a bit of an overkill?
When dealing with these outsiders, you must break their spirits once and for all, so they never dare to challenge you again.
What do you mean? What's so strange about that hairpin?
It's not exactly strange. You just need to know that the Milky Way in the sky was created by this very hairpin.
What? To be so incredibly powerful. For Lady Rhea, the mother of all gods, to be unable to even resist.
This is Huazhou's leader of the goddesses, Pegasus. Do you want to admit defeat?
I admit that Lady Shi Wangmu is a very powerful deity, but if you think this will make Aozhou give up, it is not nearly enough. The next one is Titan, Themis. Lady Themis, who is the incarnation of justice and order, the goddess of fairness and law. Let her see what Shi Wangmu is truly capable of.
Boring. Even the so-called mother of all gods is so weak. I'm tired of this. Handle the rest yourself, Zhou Xuan.
Farewell, Queen Mother.
Zhou Xuan, what is the meaning of this? Are you trying to humiliate me? You clearly have the powerful Zi Wangmu, yet you refuse to use her.
Queen Mother, that is just her personality, and I'm not about to get on her bad side. When there is something she doesn't want to do, no one in the world can change her mind. I suppose the gods you summoned disappointed her too much.
Curse it. You will definitely pay for your arrogance.
As for Themis, the goddess of fairness and law, I, Huazhou, have one as well.
No matter which god you summon, they will be no match for Lady Themis.
Let's wait and see.
Stop being so sneaky. Zhou Xuan, summon your god.
I, Zhou Xuan, request Bao Qingtian to descend to this world.
Something's not right. Lord Zhou, the one summoned, isn't a god, is it?
Zhou Xuan, what exactly are you trying to do? Are you trying to brush me off by summoning a mere mortal?
He is no mortal.
There isn't a trace of divine power on him, so what else could he be but a mortal? Fine. Since you're so intent on losing, I'll grant your wish. Lady Themis, eliminate this mortal.
Human, do you realize that this is a battlefield of the gods, not a place for a mortal like you to intervene?
I see that you possess a righteous spirit, so why would you aid an evildoer?
Human? What kind of nonsense are you talking about?
Am I wrong? As the goddess of justice, you allow your followers to bully the weak and oppress the people of other lands, even stepping in personally to help them plunder others. Is this behavior not aiding a villain?
With just your mere mortal body. How dare you speak of my justice?
Zhou Xuan, the scapegoat you summoned is already finished. Stop holding back, and show your true trump card.
Oh? Are you sure?
What do you mean?
I saw your righteous spirit, and intended to persuade you to turn from evil, but I didn't expect you to be so ungrateful. Since you refused to listen, I actually know a thing or two about combat. Since you can't tell right from wrong, it is up to me to judge your deeds and character.
What is this? He was clearly just a mortal. Why did he suddenly take on such a terrifying form?
Bao Qingtian. He has another name in my Huazhou. He rules over 9 netherworlds as King Yan, who holds the Book of Life and Death.
What?
Such a thick aura of the departed. Are you a soul reaper from the underworld?
Ha! A soul reaper? They are just minor spirits under my command.
Do you mean you can command the soul reapers?
I have countless spirits under my command. Handling the transition between life and the end is a minor task. Why would I need to handle it personally?
I don't care if you're a soul reaper or King Yan. In the face of truth and justice, everyone must bow down. Judgment of good and evil.
Even if you are King Yan, so what? Under the scales of Themis, even if a high god arrived, they would be treated just the same. A god of the underworld who controls life in the end. Their hands must be full of heavy burdens.
You're too naive. It's true, King Yan rules life and the end. But he is beyond the cycle of rebirth and consequence. Regardless of good or evil, King Yan only sees justice.
How can this be? I clearly felt a massive aura of the departed from you. How can a god like you exist without being punished by scales of condemnation?
A person covered in sins, thinking they can judge others. How absolutely ridiculous. Today, I will show you what true judgment looks like. Bring me the brush. For gods of justice, with stained hands like yours, to dare to openly judge others, it is truly ridiculous. Today, I will let you see what true judgment is.
What a joke! A spirit full of darkness dares to speak of judging a god of justice? I would like to see what you are capable of.
That's right. Actually thinking you can judge a god of justice. So what if you are King Yan? Wait to be struck down by divine power.
This circle of life and loss, drawn by the dark sea, is all from when you allowed the Aozhou people to plunder other lands, creating such suffering. As a god of justice, yet you ignore the many evil deeds committed by your people, turning a blind eye. Where is the fairness in this? Where is the justice?
What is happening? Why is my divine power fading away?
You despicable Huazhou people. What underhanded tricks have you used?
Hasn't King Yan already made it clear enough? As a god of justice, you allowed your people to bully the weak and plunder other lands. Now all your actions are recorded in Book of Life and Death. Heaven has shown that this is all karma.
Forget your nonsense about karma and heaven. I am the god of justice recognized by the Father of Gods. Everything I do is justice, and no one can question me.
How stubborn.
No, no. I am the god of justice. I should be the one judging others. No, no.
No. Lady Themis.
You cannot distinguish right from wrong. You twist the truth. You aid the wicked and help the villains. You should return to the divine realm and reflect on your actions.
Pegasus, Themis has already lost. Does your Aojo have any more tricks left?
You despicable Huazhou person. You only know how to use such dirty tricks.
Dirty? Ha ha ha. Lord Yan, she merely handed over her actions to the Heavenly Tao for judgment. The Heavenly Tao will be the one to decide what is right.
Zhou Xuan, don't think you have won yet.
Let's continue. Today, I'm going to send all of the 12 Titans straight back to the Divine Realm.
Arrogant boy. I hope you can maintain that confidence in a moment.
Give me everything you've got. I will show you that the legacy of Huazhou is beyond the imagination of barbarians like you.
Fine, fine. You are King Yan, right? Amir the underworld god of the end. Get ready to pay the price.
Bring it on.
Come forth. Nemosin. Zhou Xuan, Nemosin, is the goddess of wisdom among the 12 Titans, who wields the power of memory. She is the embodiment of memory, the source of all arts, and the spirit of historical records. And her ability, even for King Yan, who rules the cycle of existence, there is no escape.
A goddess who can toy with memories. Lord Yan, you must be careful.
That method sounds quite novel, but I wonder if it's as wondrous as Lady Meng's Mangpo soup.
I'm afraid its strength cannot be compared to Mungpo soup.
No matter, let this king experience it for a bit. Let me see the methods of a foreign god like you, and how they compare to Lady Meng on Naihe Bridge.
Arrogant god of the underworld, let me show you the power of Lady Nemosin. Please take action. Your Grace, Lady Nemosin, avenge Lady Themis.
Although I am not a person of war, my siblings have all been defeated by you. If I continue to show mercy to you, I fear it will be a disaster, not just for Olympus God Realm, but for Aojo as well. I have no choice but to act against you.
Foreign god, stop being so hesitant. From the moment you chose to fight for Aojo, you already stood against Huazhou. To pretend you have no desire for conflict is merely self-deception.
You are right. We were always destined enemies. Now, please let me taste your memories.
This is...
Ha 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 ha. What if you control reincarnation? As long as memories remain in your mind, you cannot avoid this move.
What kind of technique is this?
You haven't seen this before, have you? Lady Nemosini is the god of memory. Anyone hit by her scroll will be trapped in their past memories forever. Even a god has their own obsessions and their own karma. Now, everything from the past will become a stumbling block, making him sink forever into his own memories, unable to escape.
It is indeed a clever method. Against a god like King Yan, who rose from being a mortal, it is likely even more effective.
Zhou Xuan, I know you must have other gods prepared. You'd better get ready for the next summons. This King Yan is already finished. Zhou Xuan, summon your other gods. This King Yan is beyond saving.
Are you really that confident?
Zhou Xuan, stop holding on to these illusions. Once you fall into the river of memories of Lord Nemosin, you will be lost forever. If you don't believe me, go ahead and try to wake him.
Lord Yan.
Try all you want. But before the power of Nemosin, it's all in vain.
Lord Yan, please wake up. Don't get lost in memories of the past. To you, thousands of years pass in the blink of an eye. Even your life as Bao Qingtian in the mortal world is just like passing clouds, so don't be troubled by it.
Passing clouds.
It's useless. The past is a shackle people can't let go of, precisely because it contains a past that one cannot overcome. This is true for both mortals and gods. This pain, no one, not even a god, is immune to it.
You're right. An unchangeable past is indeed an obstacle hard for both mortals and gods to overcome.
Since you understand this, you should know the game is already decided.
Our past may have insurmountable pain, but our future can fill those gaps. In my Huazhou, a god is a god, not just because of their power, but because they've carried the recognition of millions of people in Huazhou for so many years. It's through the faith and recognition of the people that true gods and divinity are built.
You. What are you trying to do?
Today, I will show you how the gods of my Huazhou differ from your arrogant gods from other lands. Today I will show you the difference between my Huazhou gods and your foreign deities.
What do you intend to do?
Lord Yama is like Senluo Palace, distinguishing good from evil and never confusing the truth.
I am 10 kings of Yama.
Something is wrong. How are you doing this? To actually be able to communicate with gods lost in the river of memories. Chang'e. Stop him now. Don't let him continue.
O lost lamb, continue to sleep within the memories of the river. Only here will you find eternal peace, with no need to worry about the mortal or divine realms, only eternal sinking.
I am Bao Zheng? Who am I exactly?
Ha ha ha. That's right, exactly. This is the downside of a mortal becoming a god. You can never let go of your past. You are an impure god. How could an impure god like you ever break free from the burden of memories?
You outsiders don't understand it all.
Understand what? Zhou Xuan, even now, you still want to keep resisting?
A person's past is not an impure or disgraceful history for a god. On the contrary, it is the past of having been human that makes their divinity even more noble and great.
What kind of nonsense are you talking? How can humanity ever be compared to divinity?
The gods of Huazhou all come from the mortal world, so as long as the incense continues to burn, even if Huazhou has a cultural gap, we can still call upon the gods from high in the 9 heavens. Lord Yama, wake up! Whether it was the former Bao Qingtian or today's 10 kings of Yama, they are all a part of you. They cannot and need not be discarded because they are the foundation of your divine path.
Playing tricks like this. You think this is enough to break the seal of the river of memories? Not a chance.
King Yama sits in Senluo, reflecting good and evil before the karma mirror. Lord Yama, awaken.
I am King Yan of the 10 halls of the underworld. By the decree of Jade Emperor, I shall reward the good and punish the evil. In the mortal realm, I am Bao Zheng, and in the underworld, I am also Lord Yama.
Impossible. A mere god who ascended from a mortal. How could he break through the river of memory of Nimosine?
A mere 100 years in the mortal world is nothing but a passing cloud compared to the billions of years of Lord Yama, so why should I care?
No, I don't believe it. Lady Nimosine. Try again. This time, seal his soul forever in the river of memory, so that he can never escape for all eternity.
Such a petty trick. You want to use it on me a second time? As for the memories of a mere 100 years in the mortal world, since I have already let them go, how could I be trapped by them again?
It's not working. His soul has become as solid as a rock, and I have no way to influence it at all.
How is this possible? Even Lord God King would lose their mind under your power.
I don't know. Although his divine power cannot match that of Zeus, the stability of his soul far exceeds that of Zeus, and I'm afraid no illusion ability will be able to shake his mind anymore.
You've already had your turn, so next, it is my turn to strike. Punish the evil.
This is bad. It's that move again, and its power is even stronger than before. Lady Nimosine, get out of the way. Lady Themis was defeated by this very move.
I can't dodge it. This strike is locked onto my divinity. Lord Yama, the gods of Huazhou are indeed powerful.
Zhou Xuan.
What are your instructions, Lord Yama?
Although you helped me break through that god's river of memory, my divine power has been completely exhausted. After fighting 2 people in a row, I have reached my limit. For the upcoming battles, you will have to find your own way.
Farewell, Lord Yama. And please rest assured, Lord Yama, I will never disgrace the reputation of Huazhou.
Good. With a young man like you in Huazhou, it is truly a blessing for our nation.
I didn't think that in order to deal with you, King Yan, I would have to sacrifice Themis and Nimosine, the 2, my lord, as the price.
How many of your 12 Titan are left? Half of them have already fallen.
Zhou Xuan, don't get too ahead of yourself. I admit, the gods you summoned were indeed beyond my expectations, but the previous Titan were not the combat-oriented type.
Oh, so this time you're going to send a warlike Titan?
That's right. This time, I will summon a powerful and warlike Titan, whose strength will be beyond all of your imaginations.
Then he had better be as powerful as you claim.
You'll see soon enough, and you will remember the figure of this, my lord, through your own fear. Come forth, god of the sea, Oceanus.
I didn't expect you would actually need to call for me, have the siblings before me.
Already fallen?
Lord Oceanas. This opponent is truly extraordinary. The enemy is more powerful than I imagined. The Huazhou gods that vanished into the long river of history is truly a rare and powerful enemy. I have no choice but to call upon you, hoping you will use your great power to punish these transgressors who have offended the divine light of the Titan.
Is it actually God of the Sea?
This can't be right. I remember the god of the sea from the west was that legendary. One of the 3 supreme gods. Poseidon. Why is this one also god of the sea?
Humph. Ignorant Huazhou people. But it is normal that you don't know Lord Oceanus. Indeed, the current Lord of the Sea is Lord Poseidon, one of the 3 supreme gods. Before him, even Lord Oceanus would seem a bit less brilliant. But before Lord Poseidon was born, the master of all the oceans in this world was Oceanus.
You speak so pretentiously, but in reality, aren't you just a loser who was driven from the throne by Poseidon? During the Titan War, facing the powerful Poseidon, you chose to give up the authority of God of the Sea.
Insolent fool. How could someone like you understand the humility of Lord Oceanus? He simply believed that Lord Poseidon was more suitable than himself, so he chose to step down for someone better.
Facing someone stronger than yourself, you only dared to retreat submissively, and yet you still call yourself the Lord of the Sea? Truly shameless. Compared to that water god from my Huazhou, he is far behind.
Oh, your Huazhou has a water god as well? From what I know of Huazhou, you're not talking about the legendary Lord of Water Virtue, are you?
So you actually know about Lord of Water Virtue? It seems you're not completely ignorant about Huazhou. But the one I'm going to summon is not Lord of Water Virtue.
What? What? There is a water god other than those in Huazhou and Lord of Water Virtue?
In the ancient times, a water god from our Huazhou once struck Mount Buzhou in his rage. His ferocity and power are the true definition of being strong and warlike. I, your junior Zhou Xuan, humbly invite the water god Gonggong to descend upon this world.
What an overbearing divine presence.
This level of power, I'm afraid it can rival Poseidon.
Lord Oceanus, can you defeat him?
This kind of wild divine power will be very difficult to deal with.
Who is it? That is calling me?
Lord Gonggong, your junior Zhou Xuan from Huazhou is here. I am the one who summoned you.
Little one, you summoned me because you want me to end someone for you, right? Ha 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 ha. I've spent countless years in the god realm, and my bones are starting to get rusty. You've come at just the right time. Tell me, who do you want me to deal with? I'll handle them for you.
Senior Gonggong, now that the arena of the gods has opened, outer continents are taking advantage of the cultural gap in Huazhou. They are preying on our weakness, plundering the fortune of Huazhou, causing so many of our people to be displaced. Now Aozhou is invading again. They have even summoned the water god, who once ruled the world's oceans, Oceanus. I beg you to descend and face him in battle.
Outrageous. This is absolutely outrageous. These outsiders have some nerve. Before my battle with Zhuan Shu, I should have taken a trip to the outer continents and wiped out all these primitive barbarians. Are you the one they call a water god?
Are you Gonggong? The gods of Huazhou are indeed not to be underestimated.
What kind of lowlife dares to be called a water god alongside me?
Sir, you are being a bit too overbearing. The oceans of this world are vast beyond measure. You are the water god of Huazhou, and I am the water god of Aozhou. We should each mind our own business. It's simply a case of having the same title.
The same title? Ha ha ha. As long as I am here, there can be only one water god in this world. You, fraud, who's been stealing my title, prepare to meet your end. In this world, there is and can only ever be one god of water.
Huazhou water god, you are far too overbearing. Even Poseidon never completely stripped me of my authority.
Who are Bosejong and Boseixi? What kind of worthless nobodies are they to think they can compare to me? I am Gonggong, the ancient water god of Huazhou, and the son of the fire god, Zhurong. I once competed with the human emperor, and even struck Mount Buzhou in my rage. What right do groveling and subservient deities like you have to be mentioned in the same breath as me?
Huazhou water god, you are going against the very nature of water. Water should be a symbol of gentleness and life, the source from which all things grow.
That is only true for the waters of your outer continents. In my Huazhou, water is not only the source of life, but also a test of survival. If you receive the blessings of water, you must also endure its trials. Only those who pass are worthy of living. This is the source of the unyielding spirit that has sustained my Huazhou people for 10,000 years. Well, you only know of the gentleness of water, but you have never heard of its tenacity and resilience. You cannot even understand your own power. With such a low level of skill, how dare you call yourself a water god in front of me?
Why? Why is your power so immense? Even Poseidon could not possibly possess such formidable water power.
Didn't I tell you already? You foreign deities don't understand your own authority at all. That is why you are weak and incompetent, and why your people only bully the weak and fear the strong. Even if you can act tough for a moment, it is nothing but a passing cloud, gone in an instant.
No, this is impossible. I am the master of the world's vast oceans. I cannot be defeated by my own power.
Your power? You are nothing more than a thief who stole your authority.
No.
Pegasus, you've lost again.
I didn't expect that Huazhou would have such a powerful water god. I admit defeat this round, but I've already figured out the weakness of Gonggong. I won't lose the next one.
Oh? Then which god do you plan to send out next?
The divine power of Gonggong is indeed violent, and the destructive force of water is fully displayed through him. Even Oceanus was no match. Since I cannot compete with you in terms of destructive power, then let me use the gentleness and kindness of water to challenge you instead.
Interesting. It seems the Titan you're about to summon is that one?
That's right. Come forth, Mother of all oceans, Lady Tethys.
How interesting. Another water god appears. What's the matter? Do you think I was too easy on the last one? Sending another water god to be dealt with?
Lord Gonggong, this one is different from Oceanus. Even though she's also a water god, her symbolism is much stronger, and her abilities might be even more unpredictable. Please be careful.
I don't care how unpredictable she is. She is no match for me. Kid, watch closely as I end another god.
I can feel it. Your emotions are like a blazing fire. You seem full of anger, but not just toward me. It's toward this whole world. Water god of Huazhou, you clearly possess such immense power, so what is it that makes you so troubled?
Stop these tricks.
You brute who only knows how to use raw force. Before Mother of all oceans, all your violence will be in vain.
This is bad. Gonggong is being drawn into their rhythm, and if this continues, we might lose. If this continues, I'm afraid Gonggong will lose.
Surely not. Lord Gonggong is so strong. Didn't he just defeat a water god? This water god just seems to have strange abilities, but in terms of divine presence or power, he can't compare to Lord Gonggong, so he shouldn't be able to defeat Lord Gonggong, right?
Humph. You ignorant fools. Even if Gonggong's divine presence and power are greater than Lady Tethys's, so what? He has already been caught by Lady Tethys.
You coward who only knows how to hide. Why do you not dare to fight me? Show your true form. Let's see you try to hide now.
The anger in your chest seems to be growing stronger.
Once I deal with you, this anger will naturally subside.
Stop this meaningless struggle. Your resistance, your battle, ended thousands of years ago. That pain, that anger, and that resentment should all have been buried 1,000 years ago.
You foreign god, don't you dare try to mess with my mind.
I'm not trying to mess with your mind. I only want to help heal your wounds, the scars that cause you such unbearable pain.
Can you really make me find peace?
I am the mother of the oceans, the symbol of mercy and motherhood. My power can nourish all things, including the wounds in your heart. You don't need to fear or hesitate. You certainly don't need to feel guilty. Your battle ended a long time ago. Instead of wandering the world like a lost soul, it's better to end all of this once and for all.
End everything.
You're a good child, and you're a good god. You've tried hard enough. You haven't let anyone down, and your battle can finally end.
My battle Can it finally come to an end?
Ahaha. Zhou Xuan, I won this round.
As expected of Mother of all oceans, this maternal nature is indeed enough to soften all things.
Since you've realized it, you should understand that in the upcoming matches, it will be hard for you to win.
It is indeed a bit tricky. Any deity who still harbors a trace of humanity in their heart will likely have it infinitely magnified by that soft water, thus giving up all will to resist, and finally, just like Gonggong, willingly accepting their own downfall.
You see things very clearly. So, what do you plan to do? Will you willingly bow your head and admit defeat, or will you continue to test your luck?
I admit, the power of the deity Tethys is very troublesome, but that doesn't necessarily mean there's no way to deal with it.
Oh? Can you still summon a deity capable of resisting the authority of Tethys?
Ordinary deities naturally cannot, but in the face of the long-standing cultural heritage of my Huazhou, it really isn't much of a challenge.
Zhou Xuan, go ahead and do your best. I want to see how far you can go.
Pegasus, my Huazhou once had a deity who was born of his parents' flesh and blood, yet sacrificed himself for a cause, later using lotus roots to forge a golden body of merit, and finally achieving enlightenment. Have you ever heard of him?
To achieve a golden body of merit with a lotus root body and reach enlightenment. My Huazhou actually has such a legendary deity.
Sacrificing himself for a cause, attaining the way with a lotus root body. Could this be the legendary?
That's right. Pegasus. It is exactly the one you're thinking of, the legendary gift of heaven and nature, aspect of 1700 precepts of slaying. Huazhou Zhou Xuan, I respectfully invite great deity of the three platforms in the sea, third Prince Neja, to descend upon this world.
I haven't been to the mortal realm for 1,000 years, and the world has certainly changed a lot.
I am Zhou Xuan, and I pay my respects to His Highness, the Third Prince.
There is no need for such formality. When Yang Jian returned to the Heavenly Court to report, he told me many things about you, and I have been wondering if I would ever have the chance to meet you.
I just don't know if I have disappointed Third Prince.
No, not at all. Zhou Xuan, you have done very well. Do you know? Staying in the Heavenly Court without being able to descend, while watching those outsiders acting so arrogant in Huazhou, was truly unbearable for me. Now, I finally have the chance to settle the score with them.
At this moment today, Third Prince will surely have a great battle.
I just hope these titans aren't too weak.
Such powerful divine might. This power, it is probably only comparable to that Yang Jian you summoned when fighting Yingzhou.
You certainly know your stuff. His Highness the Third Prince is indeed the right-hand man of the Heavenly Court alongside Yang Jian.
But in terms of divine might alone, even a being as powerful as the water god Gonggong still couldn't break through the authority of Lady Tethys. You should understand that, shouldn't you?
Of course I know.
Then why continue with such a useless effort?
A useless effort? You might as well let Tethys try, and see if her authority can affect Neja.
Since you are looking for trouble, then I will grant your wish. Lady Tethys, take action.
No. It's not right. I can't feel.
Can't feel what?
I can't feel his emotions. I can't feel his heart. This feeling, it's almost as if I'm dealing with a plant.
What? How is this possible? Even for a god, there should still be emotions. Why can't I feel anything?
So that's how it is. This is the trick you used against Gonggong. But unfortunately, this kind of move has no effect on me whatsoever.
Why? Why on earth is this happening?
Didn't I already tell you? His Highness, the Third Prince, is the Lotus Root incarnation. He doesn't even have a physical body. So how could you sense his emotions or his heart?
What?
Oh, by the way, His Highness the Third Prince always has a certain way of doing things.
What way?
Ending them without mercy.
I can feel that. Your divinity is very balanced and peaceful. The intention you represent must be very compassionate. You must be a good god, only swayed by your subjects, and turned into a tool for their aggression against other nations.
The people of Aozhou are my children after all. Even if they have made mistakes, I cannot just stand by and watch. They are my children too.
If that's the case, then you must be mentally prepared.
Accepting punishment on their behalf is also my duty as a deity. I suppose this is the price Aozhou must pay.
Good. You truly are mother of all oceans. In that case, then take my spear.
Lady Tethys, no.
Return to the divine realm, you foreign god. All your sins and mistakes will be in the true fire and be gone forever along with you.
Pegasus, you've lost. Tethys has returned to the divine realm, so choose the next titan.
I never thought even Lady Tethys would be defeated.
If you have no more gods to send, then just admit defeat as soon as possible. That way, you can save some dignity for the 12 titans.
Admit defeat? Zhou Xuan, even if I have to sacrifice all of the 12 titans today, I will never surrender to you Huazhou people. Come forth, Lady Phoebe. Use your oracle to give these arrogant Huazhou the most devastating blow.
12 titans, never expected that it would actually come to the point where I'd have to step in. All my brothers and sisters have been defeated.
Lady Phoebe, at this point, I have to beg you to take action. After all, even Lady Tethys fell at the hands of these Huazhou gods.
The strength of the Huazhou gods is indeed beyond our imagination, but as of now, everything can still be salvaged. We haven't lost yet. As long as Big Brother and Mother are still here, we still have a chance to turn the tide. As for now, let me, for Big Brother and Mother, clear as many obstacles as possible. I will do my best for Big Brother and my mother to clear as many obstacles as possible.
Another goddess? This is truly a bit boring. I came down here for a fight, not to bully the weak. Have all the male gods in Aozhou gone? To think they keep sending goddess out to take the hit.
Third Prince, do not be careless. This Phoebe is not easy to deal with.
Zhou Xuan, you actually know Lady Phoebe?
The goddess who controls God Realm, of course I know her. Third Prince, if I am not mistaken, she can likely foresee the future, and even to some extent, influence the future.
Manipulating cause and effect, and foreseeing the future, she actually possesses such great power? Fine, then let me see what you are made of.
Your attack will miss its mark.
Interesting. It really is a way to manipulate cause and effect.
Thunderstorm shall descend upon this place.
You can even summon heavenly thunder? Even though you are just a woman, you are not to be underestimated.
Upon this place, heavenly thunder shall descend once more. Your divine power will also be disrupted, making it impossible for you to protect yourself with your aura.
My divine power is being interfered with by some unknown force.
His Highness the Third Prince, watch out.
Ha 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 ha. Even the immensely powerful Neja, when facing Lady Phoebe who can manipulate the future, will stand no chance.
Manipulating cause and effect, and rewriting reality? Truly an impressive feat. But manipulating fate like this, I'm afraid the price you pay won't be small. That goddess Phoebe, how many more times can she do it?
To defeat Neja, any price is worth paying.
Defeat Neja? Pegasus, aren't you getting ahead of yourself?
What do you mean?
Third Prince hasn't even revealed his true form yet. So where does your confidence that you've defeated him come from?
What?
Third Prince's true divine form hasn't even been revealed yet.
What? That's impossible. You must be bluffing. Neja was clearly struck down by the heavenly lightning. Even if his divine power is great, without divine protection, he still couldn't have blocked the heavenly lightning.
Just wait and see.
All right. It's been a full 1,000 years. Finally, there's another chance to reveal my 3 heads and 6 arms form.
This. What kind of monster is this?
No, he is not a monster. This divine presence is truly overwhelming. This surging power and divine energy as majestic as a volcanic eruption. It's almost... No, even my brother might not compare to him.
How is that possible? A simple deity from Huazhou. How could his divine power be strong enough to rival that person? Lady Phoebe, take him down. Take him down immediately.
His divine power should have backfired on him. No, this isn't right. His status has far exceeded my own. I cannot interfere with his future. Even catching a mere glimpse of his future will burn my eyes. This divine power is simply too scorching.
Since you can manipulate causality, you should know that any action to change time comes with a price. And if you want to manipulate the causality of someone far stronger than yourself, the price you pay will only be heavier. With your current status, doing this to me again is no different from ending your own life.
Curse it. I am still too weak. Can I not even help my brother and mother clear away even a small obstacle?
Lady Phoebe, you have done your best. This is not your fault. The blame lies with this deity from Huazhou. His power is just far too unreasonable.
All right. I've had enough of playing with you. You should return to the divine realm now.
Pegasus, the Titan you can still summon. Aren't many left, are there?
You certainly see things clearly, but it doesn't matter. After all, ordinary gods would be no match for this third Prince Neza.
If you are afraid, feel free to admit defeat and leave the border of Huazhou. Go back and tell the others in Aozhou what kind of punishment awaits. Those who dare to invade Huazhou.
Zhou Xuan, I must admit that today's Huazhou is no longer at the mercy of others like it was before.
It's not enough that only you know this. What I need is for the whole world to understand. Huazhou is now, and in the future, someone they can never afford to provoke.
Your ambition is truly astonishing.
Ambition? We people of Huazhou never have so-called ambition. What we have always hoped for is a world of harmonious coexistence. However, there are always those greedy individuals whose desires can never be satisfied, and they cast their hungry eyes toward Huazhou. To those people, I can only say, if you dare to reach out a hand, I'll make sure you pay the price.
Kid, well said. Huazhou has been like this since ancient times. We don't attack unless attacked. But if we are attacked, we will deal with the threat, no matter how far away they are.
Pegasus, continue summoning your Titan. Today, I will make the 12 Titans, all part of the declaration Huazhou gives to the world. It's time for everything from the past to be settled once and for all.
In that case, even if only for the sake of Aozhou, I will do my absolute best to stop you.
We serve our own masters, and our fate will be as heaven decrees.
Fine. Let's make this battle even more magnificent. Let all future generations deeply remember this unprecedented duel. Thousands of years from now, you and I will both be legends spoken of in epics. Come forth, God of Stars. Crius.
Pegasus, has the situation become so dire that you need to call me?
Lord Crius, in just one day, Aozhou has already lost 9 Titan.
Thea has never been good at fighting. Does this mean I am the last line of defense for Big Brother?
I really don't want to say it, but you are indeed the final Titan standing before him.
Who is the opponent? Is it those creator siblings from Yingzhou, the Tremurti from Indus, or the great god summoned by Northern European Alliance?
None of them. Our opponent is Huazhou gods.
Huazhou gods? How can that be possible? Doesn't Huazhou have a cultural gap that prevents them from communicating with the divine realm? Their gods should have been isolated in Heavenly Court and Spirit Mountain.
My lord, times have changed. Someone has appeared in Huazhou who knows the lost history and culture. His existence has changed the status of Huazhou. Both Yingzhou and Northern European Alliance have already been defeated by him.
I see. So the God King's prophecy was not wrong. Even if they sleep for a while, the gods of Huazhou will eventually wake up, and the exploitation of Huazhou by the other continents will finally come at a heavy price.
My lord, are we going to admit defeat?
Admit defeat? No. I, the Titans, would rather fall in battle than choose to surrender. Huazhou gods, Come and face me, Day, since I represent the Titans and fight on behalf of Aozhou. Even if I fall here, and my soul returns to the divine realm, I will never choose to surrender. Huazhou gods, let's have a fair and square fight. Let me see what kind of beings you gods are, the ones that even the God King fears.
Interesting. This god from Aozhou actually has some spine. Fine. After fighting 2 goddesses, my fire-tipped spear is starting to get rusty. I hope you can keep me entertained.
Lord Zhou, which god of Aozhou is that?
Crius. Among the 12 Titan gods, he is the one who rules the stars, the being who legendary controls the Milky Way. He once participated in the Divine War, but in terms of combat power, he is likely among the 12 Titan, one of the best.
So powerful. Then, can Lord Nezha win?
I don't know, but this battle is destined to be more intense than all the previous ones, combined.
The legendary god of the stars? Then let me see what you're capable of.
3 heads and 6 arms, wind and fire wheels, fire-tipped spear and universe ring. You must be the one from the myths and legends of Huazhou, that third Prince Nezha, right?
That's right. I am indeed Nezha. You foreign god actually have some insight?
The God King once spoke to us about some information regarding your Huazhou gods, specifically emphasizing certain gods that we need to pay close attention to.
Then I assume I'm on that watch list too?
Naturally. The god from Heavenly Court who only ends lives without mercy, your fame is quite significant in other divine realms as well.
I'm actually quite flattered.
Therefore, to fight you, I will give it my all. First, take a hit from my meteor shower. Don't disappoint me, Nezha. At least don't fall to this single blow.
Bring it on. It's only polite to return the favor. Now take this back.
What an impressive universe ring. But trying to use my own celestial power against me? You're still a bit short.
Such mysterious power of the celestial stars. I wonder how it compares to the one above Heavenly Court, Great Emperor Ziwei of the North Star.
Once I defeat you, if there's a chance, I'll go and seek a lesson from him.
Defeat me? Then take a strike from my spear first.
Such violent divine power, no wonder you could defeat Phoebe. However, I can still hold my ground. It seems it won't be easy for us to determine a winner.
Then stop dilly-dallying. With the next strike, I will end our struggle.
Good. Since the Divine War, I haven't felt this exhilarated. Nezha, you are a worthy opponent.
Same to you. I haven't had a chance to stretch my limbs like this in a long time. With this strike, we shall see who is superior.
If this strike lands, the entire Huazhou border will be turned into scorched earth.
Don't panic. With Nezha here, this won't happen.
But...
There are no buts. Trust Nezha. Trust the god of my Huazhou.
Good lad, Zhou Xuan. Since you trust me so much, I certainly won't let you down. Even if I have to pay the ultimate price, this meteor, I will stop it.
I believe that with Third Prince's power, he won't fall because of a mere meteor.
Naturally. Now, just watch.
Monster. He's truly a monster to be able to block the meteor summoned by Lord Crius. Lord Crius, do you have any strength left?
This kid is too strong. It's no use. No matter what, I can't let him get in Big Brother's way.
Lord Crius, what are you doing?
Using all the divine power in this body. Nezha, I will definitely defeat you.
Lord Crius, if you do this, even if you win, you will be gone from this world.
As things stand, if I can't defeat Nezha, what's the point of lingering in this realm? Huazhou gods has defeated so many Titan. The next stage is our final trump card. And what about them? Never mind the legendary 3 pure ones and 4 sovereigns or 5 elders of the 5 directions. I can't even stop a single Nezha now. Facing such a terrifying enemy, I must risk everything I have.
Good. Very well. Crius, you want to take me down with you?
Nezha, don't blame me. Blame your Huazhou gods for being too powerful. I have no choice but to use this desperate measure.
I admire your courage, but if you want to take me with you, this level of divine power is not enough. Rise!
Curse it! Even after going this far, is it still not enough?
Lord Crius, please stop. If you keep going, you will be severely hurt even if you are gone.
Third Prince, there's no need to push yourself. Crius has ignited the divine flame, and his power is surging. You only need to delay for a moment to secure our victory.
Kid, I can listen to you on other things, but in this battle, out of respect for this foreign god, I won't back down. I will give it my all. Universe ring, fire-tipped spear, sky-muddling damask. Come! Old friends, defeat the enemy with me.
Third Prince, are you all right?
This foreign god actually has some skill. I've been slightly hurt.
I really didn't expect that Crius would actually sacrifice his divine soul just to defeat you.
I didn't expect that even after going to such lengths, I still couldn't defeat him. Third Prince Nezha, no wonder even the God King repeatedly warned us to be careful of you. You are truly powerful beyond imagination. I'm sorry, Pegasus. I'm no match for him.
You've done well enough. Please don't blame yourself.
No, I'm just a failure. Just like in that War of the Gods, I have become the loser once again.
No, Lord Crius, you're not a failure. You are one of the 12 Titans. You are the god of stars in the hearts of the Aozhou people.
Haha. Aozhou has gone down the wrong path after all. But this might not be a bad thing. Perhaps the defeat of the 12 Titans will be enough to make you understand that plundering and causing harm is not the right way. Pegasus, if Aozhou ends up losing, you must realize it's the consequence of Aozhou's own decisions. Do not hold a grudge or hate anyone.
I understand, Lord Crius. I will follow your oracle. But at least for now, I haven't lost yet.
I know. That's why I'm only warning you. After all, given the nature of mother and eldest brother, they likely wouldn't have told you these things. All right, my time is up.
Farewell, Lord Crius.
This guy was indeed a good opponent.
Third Prince, is your injury all right?
Hurt? What hurt? I'm not hurt at all. Even if another god comes, I could go 300 rounds with them.
Third Prince, let's not push ourselves too hard. After all, as for who's coming out next for them, I can pretty much guess. You should have a good idea too, right?
I don't care who it is. I can keep fighting. Stop stalling. Tell Aozhouans to keep summoning gods. I'm going to have a good fight today.
Nezha, don't cause any more trouble. Nezha, don't be ridiculous. You're just being a nuisance, aren't you?
True Lord, why did you descend to the mortal realm?
If I hadn't descended, this brat Nezha would probably stay here forever.
Yang Jian, even though you are my senior brother, you shouldn't spread rumors about me.
So you still remember I am your senior brother of the Chanjiao? Since you are hurt, be quiet and come back to Heavenly Court with me to heal. And stop staying in the mortal realm.
I am not hurt. Even if we fought for another 300 rounds, I would still have plenty of energy.
Then why don't you show me your 3 heads and 6 arms again?
This. Well, one should not just use their true form casually. I need to save my divine power to deal with the enemies that come later.
You can't even activate your 3 heads and 6 arms anymore, and yet you are still being stubborn? Follow me back to Heavenly Court.
Senior brother, it was not easy for me to come to the mortal realm, so can't you just let me fight to my heart's content? If I go back to Heavenly Court and do those daily routine chores every day, it would be the end of me.
You brat. Stop trying to play me. I'm telling you, if you refuse to come back with me now to heal, you will regret it later.
What do I have to regret?
You fool. Think about it. While 12 Titans is indeed powerful, who is the god that truly holds power in Aozhou now?
Senior brother? You. What do you mean by that?
Just come with me. There will be plenty of fights for you later. I hope you won't regret it then.
Hey, senior brother, wait for me. Wait for me.
It's a good thing True Lord descended. Otherwise, I really would have had no way to deal with Third Prince.
To think that Neza, who fought 2 Titan in a row, would exit the stage in such a manner. It is somewhat disappointing.
What? Pegasus, do you really want to defeat Neja in a fair fight? Then you would probably have to use your final trump card to achieve that.
You are right. But by now, you should already know which Titan I will summon next, right?
To be honest, I have been waiting for this moment for a long time. Ever since I arrived at the border, I have been wondering which god could actually fight against him.
Then surely, you must have an answer.
Exactly. To fight against this one, it has to be a being who possesses the same authority. Other than that, no matter the divine majesty, the divine power, or the mystical artifacts, it is all in vain.
You certainly know him well.
Since you know about Third Prince, how could I not research the gods you can summon? After all, that is the renowned Cronus.
Fine. It seems this battle is destined to be world-shaking. Come forth, Father of the Gods, former King of the Gods, Eternal Lord of Time and Space, Cronus.